Hi, I'm Ms. Matsuoka, and I'm going to teach you about how to graph a parabola. Now, a parabola is just the shape that you graph when you graph something with x squared. So it's that shape, it's kind of like a U type of shape. Anyway, here are our steps. First thing you're going to do is make a table. The second thing you're going to do is graph. It's pretty simple. So let's look at this problem right here. It's y equals, in parentheses, x minus 1 squared. So you generally want to have these x values. You want to have like about 5, so it gives you a good shape. And we're just going to plug them in, and these are going to be our y coordinates. So these are all going to be points. We're going to plot them right here. All right, so first off, we have -2 minus 1 squared. So it's really important to remember your order of operations. So first off, you do -2 minus 1, which is -3, because that's in parentheses, and then you do the exponent, which is the squared part. So -3 squared is going to give me +9. Okay, let's look at our next one. So -1 minus 1 squared. So -1 minus 1 gives me -2. I square that and I get +4. Same thing here. 0 minus 1 squared. So that 0 minus 1 is -1. Square is going to be a +1. Next one, 1 minus 1 squared. 1 minus 1 is 0. Squared is 0. Last one, 2 minus 1 squared. 2 minus 1 is 1. Squared is 1. So now I'm just going to plot these points. So remember, these are my x coordinates. These are all my y coordinates. So the point -2, 9. So -2 and all the way up to 9. -1 and 4. So -1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Then I have 0, 1, which is right here. I have 1, 0, which is right here. Oops. And then I have 2, 1, which is right here. Now you might be thinking, wait a sec, she said that looks like a U, this looks like a J. I must have done something wrong. Actually, remember, a parabola is symmetrical, so that's something important to remember. So when we're graphing this, we're just going to make it look the same on both sides. So you see like how this starts going back up here. Well, it's going to look the same on this side as it did that side. So you're going to go ahead and connect these like so. And then you're just going to make it look the same. So it's going to have that same U shape. Okay, so it's just like that. As you can see, everything is just shifted over 1. Okay, let's look at our next one. The next one looks quite a bit more complicated, so it's even more important now that you remember your order of operations, right? So let's go ahead and start. We have the negative on the outside. It's -2 plus 1 squared minus 3. So again, parentheses go first. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about PEMDAS here. So this is the order that we do everything in. We're looking at parentheses first. So -2 plus 1 gives me -1. Then I do my exponents next. So -1 squared gives me a +1. Then I multiply and divide. So I'm multiplying by that negative on the outside. So that's a 1 times my negative, which gives me -1. Then I add and subtract. -1 minus 3 gives me -4. Same thing here. I have that negative, and then -1 plus 1 squared minus 3. Again, I do my parentheses first. -1 plus 1 is 0. Squared is 0 times the -1 on the outside is still 0. Minus 3 is -3. Okay, I'm going to work with the 0 next. So 0 plus 1 squared minus 3. Again, my parentheses, 0 plus 1 is 1. Squared is 1 times the -1 is -1. Minus 3 is -4. Okay, here's the next one. So I have 1 plus 1 here, squared minus 3. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Squared is 4 times the negative is a -4. Minus 3 is -7. Last one right here, negative on the outside. 2 plus 1 squared minus 3. So 2 plus 1, that gives me 3. Squared is 9 times the -1 gives me -9. Minus 3 is -12. Okay, let me just do this one more time. I'm going to show out all my steps this time just to make sure that you're still following along here, because maybe that was a little too fast. So, we do the parentheses first. That gives me 3 squared minus 3 here. Now I do my exponents next. So 3 squared gives me 9. So I still have that negative on the outside, and I have that 9 minus 3. This is a negative 1 times 9. That gives me negative 9 minus 3. That's what gives me that negative 12 up there. Okay? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and plot those points. So I have negative 2, negative 4. So negative 2 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 is right there. I have negative 1, negative 3. So negative 1, negative 1, 2, 3 right here. Okay, 0, negative 4. Negative 3, negative 4 is right here. And then 1, 7, or 1, negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down there. And then 2, negative 12. So that was negative 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right here. Again, kind of looks not like a U or even like an upside down U. So we just need to make sure that it's symmetrical all the way through here. All right, so let me draw the arrows on here too. So that's how you graph parabolas. Make sure that you remember your order of operations. That's very important here. And here are your 3 bonus questions. I want you to graph these with the tables and plot all the points. Make sure that it looks symmetrical on both sides. And remember your order of operations. Parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication, and then adding and subtracting. Good luck.